Accompanying China's explosive economic growth over the past 3 decades also has come an increasing desire for many Chinese investors to diversify into overseas markets. And of all the nations Chinese investors have exported their capital, the UK is most certainly a favorite. Look at the facts. Chinese enterprises or investment firms own nearly 9% of Thames Water, 10% of Heathrow Airport, 60% of breakfast cereal company Weetabix, 89% of department store House of Fraser, and 100% of Pizza Express. But why the United Kingdom? Follow the leader. Hong Kong billionaire Li Ka-shing is one of the most well-known and respected Chinese tycoons, and his influence as a model for Chinese investors to follow should not be underestimated. From utilities to retail, Li's investments stretch across almost every aspect of British life. The Chinese tycoon has accumulated much of his wealth through real estate investments made across Asia since the 1960s. And so his nose for property is headed. From real estate prices in China skyrocketing in recent years, Li has become wary of the Chinese market. When the price of real estate is too high for ordinary people, business will be risky. I won't take risks to earn every last penny, Li said in 2013. As the business maven now sets his eyes on Europe for greater returns on investment, many Chinese may be inspired by his moves and decide to follow suit. A history of free trade. Many of the earliest proponents of free trade, economists such as Adam Smith, David Ricardo, and Thomas Malthus, were British, and the UK continues to adhere to many of the principles introduced by these founding fathers of economics. The UK is well known for its lack of barriers to entrepreneurship and trade investments. Ranking 13th in the Heritage Foundation's 2015 Index of Economic Freedom. In comparison, China ranked the 135th. Chinese enterprises such as networking and telecommunications company Huawei, which had been prevented from entering the US market due to national security concerns, now have been given the green light to operate in the UK. Best is forever or for now. Can a state that counts itself as America's most reliable military ally also be China's special friend in the West? If you are asking George Osborne, Britain's Chancellor of the Exchequer, the answer is an unequivocal yes. Chancellor Osborne used the recent trip to China to promote the UK's so-called Northern Powerhouse Plan for the development of the nation's northern cities.
And my message is clear. Through the ups and downs, let's stick together. Let's stick together to grow our economies. Let's stick together to make Britain China's best partner in the West. Let's stick together and create a golden decade for both of our countries.
But he was also criticized for speaking out on China's human rights issues. The politician's reluctance to openly condemn the Chinese on this subject may reflect on his pragmatism, as he doesn't want to risk offending the Chinese government and its army of investors before the goose golden eggs have been laid. Just as former Prime Minister Winston Churchill put it, there are no everlasting friends, no everlasting enemies in the world. There are only friends with the same interest. Obviously, that interest means business for Sino-UK relationship. The UK's special relationship with the EU. The British economy has seen robust growth in recent years, standing in stark comparison to many of the dwindling economies within the stagnating single currency. In the eyes of Chinese investors, the UK not only acts as a gateway to the European market, but also ensures a degree of financial security hard to come by in the region. The best of everything, the UK is home to many of Europe's most prestigious educational institutions, boasting boarding schools such as Eton and Harrow, as well as high-profile universities, Cambridge and Oxford. These highly reputable institutions draw much interest from wealthy Chinese parents. Through investment, many Chinese businessmen are also seeking immigration opportunities, and as such, the UK is sure to be their number one choice due to aforementioned education opportunities, cleaner air, and better overall living conditions.